Hi, I'm Terry Smith, Technical Manager for the AAF. In this presentation, we will be looking at the attribute filters used by your IDP. Attribute filters are used to restrict the set of attributes that are provided to service providers. In IDP version 2, the AAF provided an optional attribute filter file that was generated by the AAF Federation Registry tool. Each IDP had its own specific version. It needed to be refreshed regularly, every few hours preferably, and special configuration was required at the IDP. With IDP version 3 we have a new model. The service provider attribute requirements can be distributed in the Federation metadata. Similarly, the attributes IDPs are willing to release can also be distributed in the Federation metadata. This gives the IDPs the mapping of the required attributes for each service and the set of attributes that they are willing to release. The AAF Federated Registry generated attribute filters are now redundant. A common simple attribute filter is distributed to all IDPs via the installer, which uses the data that is now provided in the metadata. Bilateral services. These are services that are directly connected to your IDP. If your IDP has additional SPs connected, you may need additional filter rules and policies applied to your IDP so that these services can obtain the user attributes they require to function. To do so, extend the file op/idp-installer/repository/assets, your server domain name /idp/conf/attributefilter.xml. The format of the filter rules and policies is almost the same for v2 and v3. The minor difference is the removal of the AFP:, basic:, and similar prefixes from elements. For example, open angle bracket AFP: attribute rule and open bracket basic rule become just open angle bracket attribute rule and open bracket rule. Migrating attribute filters is fairly simple. There is very little to do. In fact, the configuration for your IDP has been simplified due to the change in the way that the AAF is dealing with the management of attribute filter rules for IDPs. In the next presentation, we will have a closer look at bilateral services, as we know that there are a significant number of IDPs that have attached services to their IDPs directly.